Hello, come back to the stream. And hello, Gross. He said 2 slow streams in a week. We're eating good. Oops. Yeah, I think we were right here. Oh, I thought maybe Scylla was gonna sit in her little spot, but she didn't. And then Minnie says you could say that again. Hello, Minnie. Today we're gonna be reading 2 chapters of Carmilla, 6 and 7. I was thinking about putting they have a little emote lab emoji where you're holding the 6 and 7 in your hand because for some reason everyone really likes that meme. I was thinking about putting it in the thumbnail, but I didn't do it. And then after we read 6 and 7, we can then play some more Moonlight Peaks afterwards. But I hope everyone's having a good day today. I always make sure I get everything done, and then I eat my dinner before stream, so I don't have to worry about being hungry during the stream. So please don't go for that cringe, I swear. Yeah, I have 113 hours on Binding of Isaac. New record. That's really cool. So far on Moonlight Peaks, I think I only have 6 hours on record so far. But we could climb it up more. And don't worry, I don't think I'll go that way, of course. I was in the meme and the ground the fans walk on. I don't understand it, but yeah. Maybe it's just not my meme to understand, because there's memes I've seen that are funny to me, but I'm pretty sure maybe not everyone finds memes that I find funny, so, you know. But yeah, let's start with chapter 6 of Carmilla, A Very Strange Agony. It was never funny, it's a meaningless number. I was thinking at first, it was like a sponge. You know the SpongeBob meme where it's like, what's funnier than 24? 25. Like, that meme? I thought that was, it was supposed to be something like that. That's what I thought. And then I thought, oh, maybe it's the new 69 or something. But the Gen Z version of it, because I didn't understand it. And Minnie says, also I beat the final boss in Binding of Isaac. That's cool. What kind of boss is it? Girl says, but then again, bees can't convince flies that flowers are better than crap, but flies bug me. Although every insect I feel like is beneficial in some sort of way. Even little flies. Okay. For real this time. Chapter 6, Carmilla, A Very Strange Agony. We got into the drawing room and had sat down for our coffee and chocolate. Although Carmilla did not take any, she seemed quite herself again. Madame and Mademoiselle de Le Fanu joined us and made a little card party, in the course of which Papa came in for what he called his dish of tea. When the game was over, he sat down beside Carmilla on the sofa and asked her, a little anxiously, whether she had heard from her mother since her arrival. She answered no. He then asked whether she knew where a letter would reach her at present. I cannot tell, she answered ambiguously, but I have been thinking of leaving you. You have been already too hospitable and too kind to me. I have given you my infinity of trouble, and I should wish to take a carriage tomorrow and post in pursuit of her. I know where I shall ultimately find her, although I dare not tell you. And let me check chat really quick. Gross says, doesn't change they are attracted to poo, and 6-7 is poo. Minnie says, also I have slightly less Minnie than before, so because it was my birthday. Oh yeah, I think I said happy early birthday last time you popped in the stream. My birthday's coming up too, on the 13th. Girl says, things heated up last time. I'll probably get hotter here. Well, she's talking about leaving though, so I guess we'll see. Let's see. But you must not dream of any such thing, exclaimed my father, to my great relief. We can't afford to lose you, so, and I won't consent to your leaving us except under the care of your mother, who was so good as to consent to your remaining with us till she should herself return. That's true. I think her mom dropped her off and she said, I'll be back. I should be quite happy if I knew that you heard from her, but this evening the account of the progress of the mysterious disease that has invaded our neighborhood grow even more alarming. And my beautiful guest, I do feel the responsibility, unaided by advice from your mother, very much. But I shall do my best. And one thing is certain, that you must not think of leaving us without her distinct direction to that effect. We should suffer too much in parting from you to consent it too easily. Thank you, sir, 1,000 times for your hospitality, she answered, smiling bashfully. You have all been too kind to me. I have seldom been so happy in my life before, as in your beautiful chateau under your care, and in the society of your dear daughter. So he gallantly, in his old-fashioned way, kissed her hand, smiling and pleased at her little speech. I accompanied Carmilla, as usual, to her room, and sat and chatted with her, while she was preparing for bed. Do you think, I said at length, that you will ever confide fully in me? She turned round smiling, but made no answer, only continued to smile on me. You will answer that, I said. You can't answer pleasantly. I ought not to have asked you. You were quite right to ask me that, or anything. You do not know how dear you are to me, or you could not think of any confidence too great to look for. But I am under vows, no, none half so awfully, and I dare not tell my story yet, even to you. The time is very near when you shall know everything. You will think me cruel, very selfish, but love is always selfish. The more ardent, the more selfish. How jealous I am, you cannot know. You must come with me, loving me to death, or else hate me and still come with me, and hating me through death and after. There's no such word as indifference in my apathetic nature. Let me see. Minnie says, happy birthday to you. Thank you. And then Gross says, make sure to post something on Monday. I can wish you a happy birthday, Scylla. I don't know about what. If it's real love, you'd be selfless to your partner and vice versa. But yeah, I guess it's about, like, little sacrifices. Let's see. Now, Carmilla, you're going to talk your wild nonsense again, I said hastily. Not I, silly little fool as I am, and full of whims and fancies. For your sake, I'll talk like a sage. Were you ever at a ball? No. How do you run on? What is it like? How charming it must be. I almost forget. It is years ago. I laughed. You are not so old. Your first ball can hardly be forgotten yet. I remember everything about it, with an effort. I see it all, as divers see what is going on above them, through a medium, dense rippling, but transparent. There occurred that night what has confused the picture, and made its colors faint. I was all but assassinated in my bed, wounded here. She touched her breast, and never was the same since. Were you near dying? Yes, very. A cruel love, strange love, that would have taken my life. Love will have its sacrifices. No sacrifice without blood. Let us go to sleep now. I feel so lazy. How can I get up just now and lock my door? She was lying with her tiny hands buried in her rich, wavy hair, under her cheek, her little head upon the pillow, and her glittering eyes followed me wherever I moved, with a kind of shy smile that I could not decipher. I bid her good night and crept from the room with an uncomfortable sensation. I often wondered whether our pretty guest ever said her prayers. I certainly had never seen her upon her knees. In the morning, she never came down until long after our family prayers were over, and at night she never left the drawing room to attend our brief evening prayers in the hall. If it had not been that it had casually come out in one of our careless talks that she had been baptized, I should have doubted her being a Christian. Religion was a subject on which I had never heard her speak a word. If I had known the world better, this particular neglect or antipathy would not have so much as surprised me. The precautions of nervous people are infectious, and persons of a like temperament are pretty sure, after a time, to imitate them. I had adopted Carmilla's habits of locking her bedroom door, having taken into my head all her whimsical alarms about midnight invaders and prowling assassins. I had also adopted her precaution of making a brief search through her room, to satisfy herself that no lurking assassins or robbers were ensconced. These wise measures taken, I got into my bed and fell asleep. A light was burning in my room. This was an old habit, of very early date, and which nothing could have tempted me to dispense with. Thus fortified, I might take my rest in peace. But dreams come through stone walls, light up dark rooms, or dark and light ones, and their persons make their exits and their entrances as they please, and laugh at locksmiths. I had a dream that night that was the beginning of a very strange agony. That's the title of this chapter. I cannot call it a nightmare, for I was quite conscious of being asleep. Probably like sleep paralysis. Ensconced is a very fancy way to say feel secure or comfortable. But I was equally conscious of being in my room and lying in bed, precisely as I actually was. I saw or fancied I saw the room and its furniture just as it had seen it last, except that it was very dark, and I saw something moving around the foot of the bed, which at first I could not excuse me. I could not accurately distinguish, but I soon saw that it was a sooty black animal that resembled a monstrous cat. It appeared to me about 4 or 5 feet long, for it measured fully the length of the hearth rug as it passed over it, and it continued doing and froing with the sinister restlessness of a beast in a cage. I could not cry out, although, as you may suppose, I was terrified. Its pace was growing faster, and the room rapidly darker and darker, and at length so dark that I could no longer see anything of it but its eyes. I felt it spring lightly on the bed. The 2 broad eyes approached my face, and suddenly I felt a stinging pain, as if 2 large needles darted an inch or 2 apart, deep into my breast. I feel like that's Carmilla crawling on her. Look at all those dogs in the dog camps just moving. Yep. She's sitting right over here to the left of me on the floor. Let's see, think the warm fire made me feel ensconced and made me want to stay. Carmilla has a cat for form and not a wolf. How appropriate. And Mooney also redeemed dog treat. Cookie? Cookies? She's ready, y'all. I forgot to buy more dog treats, but we still have a little bit left. Let me go to the closet real quick and get them out. Well, I gotta go to work tomorrow, so I feel like I'll get dog treats tomorrow, because I also have to get her wet food, because that's the only way she eats her medicine, so. Ready? We don't have a lot left. We only have like 3.5. We have 3.5. You get 1. I'll be careful, and then we'll get half of this one. And half of that one. There. So you get 2.5 later. She runs up. She knows she's gonna get a dog treat if she sits right here, but she doesn't want to sit here all, you know, all stream. Like, I don't think she wants to just sit in the camera the whole stream. Some of us won't force our dogs to be sitting in the camera. Huh, Sarah? Okay, where was I? He runs up every time. It's so wholesome. Mooney got the joke. Let's see. Where was it? I think the Carmilla was a cat form and jumped on her and bit her. You cannot cry. There he goes, deep into my breast. The cookies are the only true incentive. Yeah. And if she wants a pet, but I feel like she wants cookies more than pets. I waked with a scream. The room was lighted by the candle that burnt there all through the night, and I saw a female figure standing at the foot of the bed. A little at the right side. It was a dark, loose dress, and its hair was down and covered its shoulders. A block of stone could not have been more still. There was not the slightest stir of respiration. As I stared at it, the figure appeared to have changed its place, and was now nearer the door, then close to it. The door opened, and it passed out. I was now relieved, and able to breathe and move. My first thought was that Carmilla had been playing me a trick, and that I had not forgotten to secure my door. I hastened to it, and found it locked, as usual, on the inside. I was afraid to open it. I was horrified. I sprang into my bed and covered my head up in the bedclothes, and lay there more dead than alive till morning. That was chapter 6. Now we're starting chapter 7, Descending. But let me scroll up really quick, because I think... Let's see where we're at. So we're right here. And then next stream we can read 2, 2, 2, 2. We're almost done. Slowly going through it, but we're almost there. Chapter 7. Chapter 7, Descending. It would be my vain attempt to tell you the horror with which, even now, I recall the occurrence of that night. It was no such transitory terror as a dream leaves behind it. It seemed to deepen by time, and communicated itself to the room and the very furniture that had encompassed the apparition. I could not bear next day to be alone for a moment. I should have told Papa, but for two opposite reasons. At one time, I thought he would laugh at my story, and I could not bear its being treated as a jest. And at another, I thought he might fancy that it had been attacked by the mysterious complaint which had invaded our neighborhood. I had myself no misgiving of the kind, and as he had been rather an invalid for some time, I was afraid of alarming him. Give me 1 second. My band is bought on Twitch. Boom! I was comfortable enough with my good-natured companions, Madame Pardon and the vivacious Mademoiselle Le Fanu. They both perceived that I was out of spirits and nervous, and at length I told them what lay so heavy at my heart. I hate bots too. I feel like I put words to auto block and I feel like it doesn't work. But I guess at least it's really fast to ban them. You just right click them and then bam, you just ban them. Mademoiselle laughed, but fancied that Madame Pardon looked anxious. By the bay, said Mademoiselle, laughing, the long lime tree walk behind Carmilla's bedroom window is haunted. Nonsense, exclaimed Madame, who probably thought the theme rather inopportune. And who tells that story, my dear? Marin says that he came up twice, when the old yard gate was being repaired, before sunrise, and twice saw the same female figure walking down the lime tree avenue. So he So he well might, as long as there are cows to milk in the river fields, said Madame. I dare say, but Martin chooses to be frightened, and never did I see fool more frightened. You must not say a word about it to Carmilla, because she can see down the walk from her room window. I interposed, and she is, if possible, a greater coward than I. Carmilla came down rather later than usual that day. I was so frightened last night, she said, so soon as we're together. And I am sure I should have seen something dreadful if it had not been for that charm I bought from the poor little hunchback whom I called such hard names. I had a dream of something black coming around my bed, and I awoke in a perfect horror, and I really thought for some seconds I saw a dark figure near the chimney piece, but I felt under my pillow for my charm, and the moment my fingers touched it, the figure disappeared, and I felt quite certain only that I had it by me, that something frightful would have made its appearance, and perhaps throttled me, as it did those poor people we heard of. So I feel like Carmilla's the thing going around the village, though, but I guess she's pretending it's not her. Well, listen to me, I began, and recounted my adventure, at the recital of which she appeared horrified. And had you the charm near you, she asked earnestly. No, I had dropped it into a china vase in the drawing room, but I shall certainly take it with me tonight, as you have so much faith in it. Just subbed to you on YouTube. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well too. And thanks for the sub. Really appreciate it. We're just reading Carmilla. We already finished Carmilla chapter 6, so now we're reading chapter 7 right now. And then afterwards, we're going to jump and play some Moonlight Peaks. Ross says, I mean, it's usually the local vampire that's responsible for everything. Let's see, where was I? Oh, right here. At this distance, sometimes I forget, like, I'm trying to read and I gotta remember what line I'm reading next. It's hard to, like, see it sometimes. I don't know why. Glad to hear that I'm doing well too. That's good, that's good. At this distance of time, I cannot tell you or even understand how I overcame my horror so effectually. As to lie alone in my room that night, I remember distinctly that I pinned the charm to my pillow. I fell asleep almost immediately, and slept even more soundly than usual all night. Next night I passed as well. My sleep was delightfully deep and dreamless. But I awakened with a sense of lassitude and melancholy, which however did not exceed a degree that was almost luxurious. Well, I told you so, said Carmilla, when I described my quiet sleep. I had such delightful sleep myself last night. I pinned the charm to the breast of my nightdress. It was too far away the night before. I am quite sure it was all fancy except the dreams. I used to think that evil spirits made dreams, but our doctor told me it is no such thing. Only a fever passing by, or some other malady, as they often do. He said knocks at the door, and not being able to get in passes on with that alarm. And what do you think the charm is? I said. It has been fumigated or immersed in some drug, and is an antidote against the malaria, she answered. Then it acts only on the body? Certainly. You don't suppose that evil spirits are frightened by bits of ribbon, or the perfume of druggist's shop? No, these complaints wandering in the air begin by trying the nerves, and so infect the brain, but before they can seize upon you, the antidote repels them. That I am sure is what the charm has done for us. It is nothing magical, it is simply natural. I should have been happier if I could have quite agreed with Carmilla, but I did my best, and the impression was a little losing its force. For some nights I slept profoundly, but still every morning I felt the same lassitude, and a languor weighed upon me all day. I felt myself a changed girl. A strange melancholy was stealing over me, a melancholy that I would not have interrupted, Dim thoughts of death began to open, and an idea that I was slowly sinking took gentle and somehow not unwelcome possession of me. If it was sad, the tone of mind which this induced was also sweet. Whatever it might be, my soul acquiescent in it. Let me see what the chat says real quick. How long have you been playing this game? Since July 7th, I believe. I think it came out on the 6th at midnight, so I've been playing Moonlight Peaks since the 7th. But I think I only have 6 hours on it right now. Malaria. Yeah. Oh, the mosquito disease, okay. I know what that is. I would not admit that I was ill. I would not consent to tell my papa or to have the doctor sent for. I wonder if she's like actually sick or she's like transitioning. Carmilla became more devoted to me than ever, and her strange paroxysms of languid adoration more frequent. She used to gloat on me with increasing ardor. With more, my strength and spirits waned. This always shocked me, like a momentary glare of insanity. Without knowing it, I was now in pretty advanced stage of the strangest illness under which mortal ever suffered. I think she's probably turning into a vampire, right? There was an uncountable fascination in its earlier symptoms that more than reconciled me to the incapacitating effect of that stage of the malady. This fascination increased for a time until it reached a certain point, when gradually a sense of the horrible mingled itself with it. People on Twitch are getting an ad in like 1 minute. Perhaps Lucine Dracula got sick before she fully turned. That's what I'm thinking. Deepening, as you shall hear, until it's discolored and perverted the whole state of my life. The first change I experienced was rather agreeable. It was very near the turning point from which began the descent of awareness. Certain vague and strange sensations visited me in my sleep. The prevailing one of that of pleasant, peculiar, cold thrill which we feel in bathing when we move against the current of a river. This was soon accompanied by dreams that seemed interminable and were so vague that I could never recollect their scenery and persons or any one connected portion of their action. But they left an awful impression and a sense of exhaustion, as if I passed through a long period of great mental exertion and danger. After all these dreams, there remained on waking a remembrance of having been in a place nearly dark, and of having spoken to people who I could not see, and especially one clear voice of a female's, very deep, that spoke as if at a distance, slowly, and producing always the same sensation of indescribable solemnity and fear. Sometimes there came a sensation as if a hand was drawn softly along my cheek and neck. Sometimes it was as if a warm lips kissed me, and longer and more lovingly as they reached my throat. But there the caress fixed itself. My heart beat faster, my breathing rose and fell rapidly, and full drawn. A sobbing that rose into a sense of strangulation supervened and turned into a dreadful convulsion, in which my senses left me and I became unconscious. It was now 3 weeks since the commencement of this uncountable state. My suffering had, during the last week, told upon my appearance. I had grown pale, my eyes were dilated and darkened underneath, and the languor which I had long felt began to display itself in my countenance. My father asked me often whether I was ill, but with an obstinacy, which now seems to be uncountable, I persisted in assuring him that I was quite well. In a sense, this was true. I had no pain. I could complain of no bodily derangement. My complaint seemed to be one of the imagination, or the nerves, and, horrible as my sufferings were, I kept them with a morbid reserve, very nearly to myself. It could not be that terrible complaint which the peasants called the upire, for I had now been suffering for 3 weeks, and they were seldom ill for much more than 3 days, when death put an end to their miseries. Carmilla complained of dreams and feverish sensations, but by no means of so alarming a kind as mine. I say that mine were extremely alarming. Had I been capable of comprehending my condition, I would have invoked aid and advice from my niece. The narcotic of an unsuspected influence was acting upon me, and my perceptions were benumbed. I am going to tell you now of a dream that led immediately to an odd discovery. One night, instead of the voice I was accustomed to hear in the dark, heard one, sweet and tender, and at the same time terrible, which said, "Your mother warns you to beware of the assassin." At the same time, a light unexpectedly sprang up, and I saw Carmilla standing near the foot of my bed in her white nightdress, bathed from her chin to her feet in one great stain of blood. I awakened with a shriek, possessed with one idea that Carmilla was being murdered. I remember springing from my bed, and my next recollection is that of standing on the lobby crying for help. Madame and Mademoiselle came scurrying out of their rooms in alarm. The lamp burned always on the lobby, and seeing me, they soon learned the cause of my terror. I insisted on our knocking at Carmilla's door. Our knocking was unanswered. It soon became a pounding and an uproar. We shrieked her name, but all was vain. Probably out prowling, probably. So they knew about vampires, yeah. Sorry, I was reading a comment. We all grew frightened, for the door was locked. We hurried back in panic to my room. There we rang the bells long and furiously. If my father's room had been at the side of the house, we would have called him up at once to our aid. But alas, he was quite out of hearing, and to reach him involved an excursion for which we none of us had courage. Servants, however, soon came running up the stairs. I had got on my dressing gown and slippers meanwhile, and my companions were already similarly furnished. Recognizing the voices of the servants on the lobby, we sallied out together, and having renewed fruitlessly our summons at Carmilla's door, I ordered the men to force the lock. They did so, and we stood holding our lights aloft in the doorway, and so stared into the room. We called her by her name, but there was still no reply. We looked round the room, everything was undisturbed. It was exactly in the state in which I had left on bidding her good night, but Carmilla was gone. Because she was out beating on people, that's why. I kind of want to keep reading, that actually hooked me right there. What if we do one more chapter? I gotta also, my Discord keeps pinging. Let me go ahead and mute for 3 hours real quick. For hours mute. For now. Yeah, I think one more chapter. Because I want to know where she went. Okay, let's see. Chapter 7. Let's see. Chapter 8. Search. Outside of the room, perfectly undisturbed, except for our violent entrance, we began to cool a little, and soon recovered our senses sufficiently to dismiss the men. It had struck Mademoiselle that possibly Carmilla had been wakened by the uproar at her door, and in her first panic had jumped from her bed and hid herself in a press, or behind a curtain, from which she could not, of course, emerge until the major domo and his myrmidons had withdrawn. We now recommenced our search and began to call her name again. It was all to no purpose. Our perplexity and agitation increased. We examined the windows, but they were secured. I implored of Carmilla, if she had concealed herself to play this cruel trick no longer, to come out and to end our anxieties. It was all useless. I was by this time convinced that she was not in the room, nor in the dressing room, the door of which was still locked on this side. She could not have passed it. I was utterly puzzled. Had Carmilla discovered one of those secret passages which the old housekeeper said were known to exist in this loss? Although the tradition of their exact situation had been lost, a little time would no doubt explain all, utterly perplexed as, for the present, we were. It was past 4 o'clock, and I preferred passing the remaining hours of darkness in Madame's room. Daylight brought no solution of the difficulty. The whole household, with my father as its head, was in a state of agitation next morning. Every part of the chateau was searched. The grounds were explored. No trace of the missing lady could have been discovered. The stream was about to be dragged. My father was in distraction, that a tale to have to tell the poor girl's mother on her return. I too was almost beside myself, though my grief was quite of a different kind. The morning was passed in alarm and excitement. It was now 1 o'clock, and still no tidings. I ran up to Carmilla's room and found her standing at her dressing table. I was astounded. I could not believe my eyes. She beckoned me to her with her pretty finger in silence. Her face expressed extreme fear. I ran to her in ecstasy of joy. I kissed her and embraced her, and again. I ran to the bell and rang it vehemently to bring others to the spot who might at once relieve my father's anxiety. Dear Carmilla, what has become of you all this time? We have been in agonies of anxiety about you, I exclaimed. Where have you been? How did you come back? Last night has been a night of wonder, she said. For mercy's sake, explain all you can. It was past 2 last night, she said, when I went to sleep as usual in my bed, with my doors locked, that of the dressing room and the opening upon the gallery. My sleep was uninterrupted, and so far as I know, dreamless. But I woke just now on the sofa in the dressing room there, and I found the door between the rooms open, and the other door forced. How could all this have happened without my being wakened? It must have been accompanied with a great deal of noise, and I particularly easily wakened. And how could I have been carried out of my bed without my sleep having been interrupted? I whom the slightest stir startles. By this time, Madame, Mademoiselle, and my father, and a number of the servants were in the room. Carmilla was, of course, overwhelmed with inquiries, congratulations, and welcomes. She had but one story to tell, and seemed the least able of all the party to suggest any way of accounting for what happened. My father took a turn up and down the room, thinking. I saw Carmilla's eyes follow him for a moment with a sly, dark glance. When my father had sent the servants away, Mademoiselle having gone in search of a little bottle of valerian and sal volatile, and there being no one now in the room with Carmilla except my father, Madame and myself, he came to her thoughtfully took her hand very kindly, led her to the sofa, and sat down beside her. Will you forgive me, my dear, if I risk a conjecture and ask a question? Who can have a better right, she said. Ask what you please, and I will tell you everything, but my story is simply one of bewilderment and darkness. I know absolutely nothing. Put any question you please, but you know, of course, the limitations Mama has placed under me. Perfectly, my dear child. I need not approach the topics on which she desires our silence. Now, the marvel of last night consists in your having been removed from your bed and your room, without being wakened, and this removal having occurred apparently while the windows were still secured and the 2 doors locked upon the inside. I will tell you my theory, ask you a question. Carmilla was leaning on her hand dejectedly. Madame and I were listening breathlessly. Now, my question is this. Have you ever been suspected of waking or walking in your sleep? Never, since I was very young indeed. But you did walk in your sleep when you were young. Yes, I know I did. I have been told so often by my old nurse. My father smiled and nodded. Well, what has happened is this. You got up in your sleep, unlocked the door, not leaving the key, as usual, in the lock, but taking it out and locking it on the outside. You again took the key out and carried it away with you to some one of the 25 rooms on this floor, or perhaps upstairs or downstairs. There are so many rooms and closets, so much heavy furniture, and such accumulations of lumber that it would require a week to search this old house thoroughly. Do you see now what I mean? I do, but not all, she answered. And how, Papa, do you account for her finding herself on the sofa in the dressing room, which we had searched so carefully? She came there after you had searched it. I think he's just assuming. He has no idea what's going on. After you have searched it, still in her sleep, and at last awoke spontaneously, and was as much surprised to find herself where she was as anyone else. I wish all mysteries were as easily and innocently explained as yours, Carmilla, he said, laughing. And so we may congratulate ourselves on the certainty that the most natural explanation of the occurrence is one that involves no drugging, no tampering with locks, no burglars, or poisoners, or witches. Nothing that need alarm Carmilla, or anyone else, for our safety. Carmilla was looking charmingly. Nothing could have been more beautiful than nothing could be more beautiful than her tints. Her beautiful was, I think, enhanced by the graceful languor that was peculiar to her. I think my father was silently contrasting her looks with mine, for he said, I wish my poor Laura was looking more like herself, and he sighed. Our alarms were happily ended, and Carmilla restored to her friends. So we are at 3 chapters today. That means we have chapter 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We're almost there. Next chapter is called The Doctor. And then give me one moment. I'll be right back, and then we'll jump back into Moonlight Peaks. I'll be right back. And we are back. Let Scylla outside to go use the bathroom, and then I want to go use the bathroom. Yeah, now we can jump back into some Moonlight Peaks, but I feel like the book is getting pretty interesting. Like, I wonder if she does, you know, figure out that Carmilla's a vampire, and then what happens after that. I don't know. Maybe we'll see soon. Let's see. And I did play this game offline a little bit, because it is fun. We are. I'll show you guys what's new when I get in. But yeah, it was a cruel thing comparing his daughter's appearance to Carmilla, but I guess she was looking sick. So the last thing we did when I was on here was we put this cat bed and this fish for the cat to stare at. I still haven't decorated my house yet. I'm kind of broke. The suspense is terrible. I hope it'll last. Yeah. Yeah, one new thing is, you might see how big my farm's gotten. Here's the grapes that we're growing for Orlock. I put some, I think these are tomatoes. I'm trying to figure out how to, like, make some easy food. They run out of energy really quickly. Oh, another new thing is, here's Mooney as a chicken. It says Mooney happy chicken noises. And you can give, oh, you can give them a hat. I don't got a hat, but you can pet them. And then we could give him a hat, but I don't have a hat. Is he gonna make wine with the grapes? Yeah. Well, actually, we had to make the wine for Orlock and give it to him. Because he's an alcoholic, I guess. He likes to drink. Some new things as well is the scarecrow. It has like a little perimeter of like protecting your plants so the crows don't eat them. So if I put it right here, it covers this entire thing, so now we don't have to worry about crows eating our plants. Another new thing is the refiner. So now we can make fodder for the chickens, refine stones, we can make some planks. I put this box right here to put stuff in. I think we already had one of these kegs, but I put a second one. It's just kind of slow to make the wine. I also made this right here, the smelter, so we can make glass, charcoal, iron bars, copper bars, gold bars. I do need to upgrade my tools eventually, because like there's certain things I can't like hit. But this is what the inside of the barn looks like. My farm is very small right now. So it's just, oh, here's a fertilizer that Mooney left us. A big old pile of poop. And then this is the food. I already put food in it. I guess you don't give them water. I was thinking like you're supposed to give them water or something, but I don't see a water bowl anywhere. And apparently Mooney has 2 little chickens. Oh, also we have a bug net now. So we can grab things that are floating around, like, well, we can catch that I guess, but... Oh, missed that too. Oh no, we got it. Now we can catch bugs. I think I'm gonna sell the big... Oops. I want to make sure... I don't know if I can make... You know what? I think we can make bread or something with the wheat. Basic fertilizer. I'm thinking with fertilizer we can super speed something. Maybe? Can you keep the bugs in a jar? I'm pretty sure you can because we can keep a fish in a tank. So let me see if we could catch a bug and put it in the house. Where the bug's at? Now we have no bugs flying around. I need a better fishing rod so I can catch fishes that big. First, let's go around and see if we can find some kind of... Oh, there's something. I missed it. Dang it. Oh, it's over there. Oh, I got it. Pink swallow. Still look nice in the house. Go see if we could put it in the house. Also, gotta remember to water. I gotta water the farm. Storage? No. You can place. Oh, you can place them. Here's the butterfly. Or is it a moth? I would say it's a moth because it's nighttime. I don't know if it's American or European, but it's pink. And here's the fish that the cat gave us. I have yet to romance anybody because I've just been trying to like build my stuff and do my quest and just run around and pick things up and sell things and yeah. Also running around looking for these little swirlies on the ground so I could dig them up. Impress the cat to eat the fish. No, it wants to stare at the fish. It wants to watch the fish. Oh, let's see what quest there is. So, there's a quest called the Logan Crest is- oh wait, it's called Sinchins in the Crest Garden. The Logan Crest is missing and I've got a front row seat of the family drama. The only way out of this mess is to investigate and uncover what caused the commotion. I have to talk to Aras and Dragon. Aras and Dragon. What was that? The subscriber Prime. Thanks for the Prime subscription. Oh. Hello, thanks for the Prime subscription. Disgruntled skeleton. Let's see, do you have your sights on anyone to romance? I don't know who to romance in this game. Like, there's a lot of people. I gotta talk to this person right here. Can we romance Death? Because he's right here. You can't see his face. I'm not sure if I should romance a vampire. I don't want to romance Orlok. I don't even know if you can. He has 2 children. Or can we romance a werewolf? Samuel? I'm not sure who to romance. There's a lot of choices though. Where's it? Who's the other person we're supposed to talk to? There's this guy right here. I kind of like the character that makes me think of Mooney's character. I don't know where he's at. He's around here somewhere. He might be inside of a store somewhere. No, that's not. What did I say about playing on someone else's save file? That's what dating someone's what kids like. So let's try to find Aras. I forgot who Aras even looked like. You know what? Let me go to the relationship thing. But yeah, these are all the people we could choose from. We can... But you have to figure out what kind of stuff they like. Oh, you can't date the mayor for some reason. I guess you'll get benefits if you did or something. We can date Sabrina, Noelle, Fiona, Saga, Ridge, Ludo, Dragon, Aras. Oh, that's who Aras is. Now I remember. Alina. Oh, you can romance Death. You can give him gifts. I don't know what kind of stuff he likes. Dead things? I don't know, he has flowers, so maybe flowers. Luna, Samuel, Orlok, Mina. Which I'm not really sure how old these people are, like, because I found out that, yeah, Mina and Evan are both Orlok's kids. So how old are these people? How old is my character, I wonder? Because they look like they're teenagers. Or I don't know if they're supposed to be young adults. You can't date the ghost or the frog. And there's things that I haven't found yet. They look like snakes. One looks like an artist, and one looks like a cowboy. And I found out that I think Ludo and Saga are the mayor's kids. So this one right here is Saga and Ludo, which kind of look more like adults actually, maybe because they have like longer features, like for Brooks's kids. So he's also a single dad, but you can't even date him. That would probably be hilarious. Ludo looks like he works at a record store. This guy. I saw someone in Reddit, they were saying all the male characters are ugly. Someone on Reddit was complaining on the Moonlight Peaks Reddit because they were saying the guys all have lips and big noses or something. Which I guess they do have, like, I would say it's like adult feature looking, like adult features. I don't know. When their face looks smaller, they just look younger. I like Death because he looks mysterious. Dude, this lady looks like she's probably in her 20s or 30s. This guy he owns like a blood wine place, so it'd probably be him too. Probably him. He has a good job. No, it just looks like he won, which is Weekly Smiles. This guy up here. This is the Riz Lord. I feel like he might be the town flirt or something. How come you can't date a creature? Why can't we date Yabis? And why can't we date Ghost? I guess the only thing that's like out of ordinary is Death, but I would have to figure out what he's into. You know what? He was talking about these things, so I'll give him one of these. Let's see. Where's he at? He is like over here. If I can run over there really fast, I could probably give him this little skull thing. He'll probably catch his Cornish pixies. Oh, we're about to run into each other. There he goes. There's Death. Nola keeps telling me that food is an excuse to partake of sauce, and that Noel doesn't share sauce. We can give him a gift. Oh, we can't give him those little skulls? I have nothing to get. A fertilizer? No. I could give him a potato. Some right. I have nothing good right now. We'll probably look for something later. But I think we could probably romance Death. I kind of probably want to— oh, I need to talk to this person. Elena once tried to bake a pie without a recipe. She claimed to be operating on instinct. We ended up eating something closer to charcoal. Ask about missing crest. Oh, I knew you would come. I bet you did. The crest's fate is shrouded in mystery. Its path hidden beyond the veil. It calls to us many eyes, yet remains in darkness. In other words, you have no idea. Any actual leads are just riddles. Patience, Scylla. The universe does not reveal all at once. But perhaps, if the fates line just so, I could assist in unraveling the mystery. If, of course, you believe my gifts might be of use. Or come to the broken lamp. A wise choice. The energies I call upon flow best in places of gathering. I shall meet you there. Charcoal is good for the teeth. I did hear that. Also cleaning your system out. I remember my sister getting sick one time, and then I used like charcoal from the medicine aisle and Sprouts. This lady recommended to get her some of it because I forgot what was wrong with her, but she got sick from something. She ate some charcoal and she felt better. The other person is named Rush. Oh. It's right here. Forgot they work here. What do you think soul blobs actually do? I'm kind of intrigued. Ask about the missing crest. I haven't seen anything, sorry, but Orlok? No, he's not that kind of guy. He's just a drunk, not a thief. Okay. Quest updated. Meet at the broken lamp. I still gotta figure out where everything is in this. They say charcoal can get rid of dandruff too. You know what? I saw like a Heads and Shoulders charcoal, like shampoo and conditioner or something. Let's see. The broken lamp. Broken lamp. Broken lamp. Oh, is that the wine place? Oh yeah, it's the wine place. Gonna run all over. You know what Death would probably like? Black roses, right? Maybe he likes some red wine. I have extra red wine that I didn't give Orlok, so maybe I should run back home. Saga says, well, that was a waste of time. The witches haven't sensed anything unusual. No magic traces, no disturbances, nothing. The news that will shock no one. None of the ambrosia had a single clue. Orlok still denying, of course. So what'd you bring the card guy, Scylla? Ross says, have you ever heard of putting raw eggs in your hair? I've never tried it, but some people say it's a I never heard of that, but I don't know if you ever watched like trash television and seen what 90 Day Fiancé is, and there's this guy named Big Ed, and he would put mayo in his hair, like glops of mayo in his hair, and it was gross, but he says it made it shiny. Maybe that's what he was trying to do, like, instead of using eggs, he was using mayo. Dragon says, if it is answers you seek, or the wisdom to understand the unknown. Fate moves in mysterious ways, and I was brought here to help. Any idea where we should start? I guess, like, the difference between, like, I guess the art is pretty different than the little tiny cute little models over here, because the little cute models have big eyes and tiny little noses, and they're like chibis. And then the art, it looks like just, you know, adult people. At least for most of them. There's no way that works. They'll smell awful too. You should look it up. Put Big Ed 90 Fiancé Mayo. You just glob on lots of it. The crest lingers where water remembers the shadows and shadows dance. Waterfall? Right, and in normal people terms that means... the Howling Marshes. Oh, that's above where they live. Huh? You know, maybe we don't need to rush into this. Drinks, anyone? Get up, Pluto, we're doing this now. Yeah, fine. But I swear all I do is get passed around lately. Ludo, go find the crest. Ludo, stop napping. Ludo, don't eat green flowers in the woods. Honestly, so much pressure. Quit whining, Ludo, you'll survive. Fine, but can we at least take the night off first? You know, mentally prepare for all this effort. Yeah, alright, I guess we've done enough for today. We'll meet in the Howling Marshes first thing tomorrow. Don't oversleep. And thanks for the help, Dragon. Is it Dragon or Dragon? It's probably Dragon. The art is the chibi shows when they get serious. Make it short. I don't have all day. I don't have any gifts to give anybody right now. And you run back home, fetch the wine, look for Death, and see if he likes that. Run back home real quick. Before it's daytime. Gotta zoom. I don't know why we can't gift these things, little skulls. I need to look up on the Moonlight Peaks Reddit and see what see who everyone's simping for. That's what I want to see. Oh, there's a pink one. Gotta sneak up on it. Oh, missed it. Be very slow. Or let it come to us, maybe? Oh, I took a step too fast. I don't know how to sneak in this game. Maybe it'll come towards us? I could catch the blue ones when I just, like, sneak towards them. But the pink ones are even more, like, skittish. Oh, there goes our uncle flying by. Pink one is so, like, aware. What's he mad about? Another day, another headache. No, I don't have anything to give you. I was gonna give him a bag of shit, but I didn't do it. Dragoon. But I kept saying you want to say Dragoon. Oh, let's check the quest, my bad. Meet Little and Saga in the Howling Marshes tomorrow. Okay. First... Oh, we gotta water the plants before I forget. Because everything will dry out. Gotta water the plants. Oop. Around. Oop. I think we could buy stuff to make a whale, and then I wouldn't have to like run back and forth, but first we need some money. Okay, let's grab some of this wine. I would say we can probably pick these up. Yeah, no. What are you balking at? She deserves a bag of shit. Who is she? You talking about him? You talking about Orlok? I was gonna give it to Orlok. Because he's not a good dad. He was fighting with the Fiona lady for days. He didn't want to apologize. And what that meant was, when she put a curse on the bridge and they couldn't pass it, oh, doggy treat already? Okay, doggy treat cookies, mama? We're just gonna have to give her one. We're gonna give her one. Ow. Oh, sorry, mama, we're running out. We're running out. You're gonna have to wait. We'll give you one more at the end of the stream, okay? I'll get her some more tomorrow. And they'll be ready by Friday. I meant he. This isn't my day for typing. I figured you meant he, but yeah. He got in a fight with Fiona. Fiona crossed the bridge. They couldn't cross the bridge because she put a curse on it. And because all he had to do was apologize to Fiona, but he didn't want to apologize to Fiona. And that meant that his kids didn't have their bed for like, their coffins for like multiple days. And that's why I think he's a bad dad, because he could have just apologized, thought of his children, how they weren't able to sleep in their coffins. Oh, we gotta find Death. I was Death. Oh, he's way over here. If I keep going up, but I saw a little swirly right here. Race seats. She's looking around. Is that it? Yeah. For now, that's all we got. And then I'll give her some more at the end of the stream. If there's no time to redeem anymore, I'll just give her the last bits of treats we have left. And then she gets to wait till Friday. But I do give her some during, like, not stream days, so... You like that? Not unwelcome, not beloved, simply here. Well, at least he liked it. Got a heart. I'm thinking you can only gift them you can only gift them once a day, so you just have to start building their relationship up. And we still got some time, I think. Maybe we could chop some wood and knock some rocks out of my my yard. I have been meaning to clean my yard up, but I haven't done so. I think we have to have enough money to buy upgraded tools. I don't know if you can, like, make your own upgraded tools. So you gotta buy them. I did see there was a lot of complaints about the loading screen being very slow, and I saw that apparently it is a known issue. But I don't know, I feel like the loading screens aren't that slow. Or at least it doesn't bother me. Yeah, we got some rice seeds, might as well plant them. My gardening is not organized at all. I kind of want to run around and see... Oh, let me catch one of these fat beetles. Oh, too fast. Wait, he might run back at us. Oh, never mind. I want to walk around and look for more swirlies because there's a chance that I could find more seeds and stuff like that. But it's really hard to see them sometimes underneath all these trees. Oh, there's one right here somewhere. Is that? No? I guess that wasn't one. Yeah, we could shake the trees and sometimes like seeds fall out or fiber falls out, but I'm kind of just looking for the... Oh dang, I was gonna try to see if I could catch the beetle. I think maybe he might walk right by me. Oh, he sees me? I got you anyways. Let's see what we got. A purpery. Purpery? Yeah, let's check down here for any swirlies. Got some money. Yeah, I want to see what everyone thinks about the romance options. Oh, I already saw what some people... See, this is the dark wood, by the way. I just don't have tools that can knock these trees down yet. I don't think I've ever smelled... Oh. Oh! Hi, Clutch and Kelsey! I just saw your messages. Hello! I'm just playing some Moonlight Peaks. It's a vampire cozy game. It's like... I would say it's like Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley. Had a baby kind of thing. I think it's really cute. And fits right up my alley, I guess, with games and niche. And Groff says, I don't think I ever smelled potpourri outside of my aunt's place. But earlier in this stream, we were at chapter 6, 7, and 8 of Carmilla because I told myself I wanted to read more this year, so we're reading Carmilla. And we're up to chapter 9 next stream. We'll read chapter 9 and 10. Oh god, I think the sun's about to come up. Gotta run back home. I was wondering what the ticking was. Running back home before I burn to death. Ooh. See, I'm already burning. I'm sparkling. That's awesome. How big is it? Like, how many chapters? I think there's 12 chapters, I believe, or 15 chapters. I have to look again. At least you're hooked on the story now. You'll finish it in no time. I'll still help you with those Victorian words when I get. Sometimes I have trouble pronouncing the words. Oh no, nice. Halfway, over halfway. Yeah. And then after that, I'm trying to figure out what other... Because I'm looking at, I'm looking for public domain vampire books that are available. And Dracula's one, Carmilla's one. I think there's one called The Vampire. I think there's other ones too. I just don't remember right now on the top of my head. But as soon as we're done with Carmilla, then we can go read the other ones. And then I was thinking if I ever got to a point where people actually wanted me to read their stories, I can reach out to indie writers that write vampire stories and like reach out to them and ask them, hey, is it okay if I read this your book on stream or something like that? If I could get their permission. That's another idea I wanted to do. We may be playing a couple airments, but I'll still be watching. Yeah, we've been recently also been playing a lot of League of Legends off stream. I only started playing because they have WASD. I don't think I could ever play it without it actually having WASD. I can't mouse and click on that game. I just couldn't do it. Okay, we didn't burn to death. I almost didn't make it to my coffin. Let's check on our farm. All our tomatoes are growing. Are they ready? Our blood tomatoes are ready. We can make some kind of soup with these, and I think the potatoes. Let me double check. Oh wait, there's a swirly right here I want. Ooh, we just got some more rice seeds. Oh, something's in the mailbox. These are great. My love, my branches long to embrace your squishy little body. Don't ever leave me hanging. I feel our love should bear fruit. Don't ever leave me, tree. Oh, okay, I have to explain that one. I was off stream when that happened. I ran into a love demon, and it shot me with an arrow. I guess it was like a Cupid arrow. And I fell in love with a tree. And that was the tree writing me a letter, apparently. Or that could have been the love demon, I guess. Ooh, more wine. You gotta give the chicken a pet. That's a very forward way to say I want to have your children. Oh, and then we got Vampy's cat says, a barn? Here? What made you think I wanted to share my precious domain with simple creatures? And we pet the Vampy cat. Water our vegetables and stuff. We need a well as soon as we can build one. I know eventually we'll get to a point where we can use magic, because I've seen it in the demo and I've seen like gameplay footage of it, that we can use magic to water our plants and everything and make them grow faster and all that stuff. But right now, we're broke. And we have not unlocked our witchy powers yet. Did I water everything over here? I think I did. Let's plant more of these rice seeds that I found. There. What was it called? Oh yeah, we have to go to the Howling Marshes. We need to meet Ludo and Saga. And I got some more wine, so if I run into death again, I'm gonna give him some of that again. So, go ahead and... Let me check my inventory. Looks good. I'm gonna give somebody a beetle. It's randomly a beetle to somebody. I think when I was playing, there was another game. There was a farming game that I was playing when I wasn't streaming. What was it called? I forgot what it was called. But around the time, there was a bunch of girls that were really into the game. So they made a whole spreadsheet of like the romance characters and what kind of gifts to give them and stuff like that. And I'm hoping that I can probably run into somebody somewhere on the internet that's doing that for this game. And then I'm also wondering how many romanceable partners can we have? Like, is it like a... Can you have multiple partners, or can you not have multiple partners? Also, I think the Howling Marshes are maybe up this way? Or are they down here? No, I think it has to be... It has to be over here. This is where Ludo and Brooke and Saga live. They live up here. Oh, go back. Gotta go over this bridge and go over to their house, because I think the marshes are behind their house. No, either way, I think we can make it to their house, so... I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna go up and go to the right. If you're on Twitch, you get an ad in like about 1 minute. Oh, here we go. I guess I didn't even have to go all the way to their house. Saga says, perfect, we're all here. And full of energy, I assume. Right? We're not leaving empty-handed, so let's split up, cover more ground, and track this thing down. Yeah. Sure. Let's do that. Got it, I'll help look. Thanks, Scylla, every bit helps. Yeah, unless Dragon was wrong. I feel like Ludo stole the crest. Why is he acting weird? Several hours later, continue. We've been searching forever. How about we call it quits? We shouldn't give up now. That's the spirit. We just have to keep looking. We'll stay all night if we have to. Leave no stone unturned. Just admit you stole the crest. I know he did. That sounds like way too much effort. Listen, see? I told you. Before we do that, I need to tell you something. Unless it's the exact location of the crest, it can wait. We really need to find it first. Well, that's the thing. I do know where the crest is. What? Are you kidding me? We've been out here for hours, and only now... You know what? I don't even want to hear it. You're telling Brooke yourself. Meet me at the town hall. So he stole the crest, and then his dad was blaming the Ambrosias, which is the vampire family in the town. And I guess he was just making them fight for his entertainment. He thought it was funny. So oh look, there's a yellow beetle. Got you. Murky. There's a little fairy circle with mushrooms. I want to catch one of these pink skull things, but they're too fast. And I'm just like inching towards it and it's like zipping around. They're crazy. I'll grab one of these flowers. Let's go to the town hall. This is where they live. Oh. I ended up grabbing a different beetle, moss back. I was trying to get that pink skull thing, but I ended up grabbing that. Ludo is scared of the once in a blue Luna. What do you mean by that? Oh, that's new. That's a new bug. Aura. This bug has aura. It's a riddle. But, oh, I forgot. I'm supposed to go to the town hall. Oh, I'm actually right here next to the town hall. It's right here. I was gonna say, why the town hall? But then I remembered the dad is the mayor. Okay, here we go. Oh, and I'm guessing that guy's their uncle? Because that's his brother. You know, Brooke staring into the void will magically bring the crest back. Then what do you suggest I do? Dad, Ludo here is something he'd like to tell you. Dot, dot, dot. Okay, so technically the crest isn't lost. It just, temporarily relocated. Alright, alright. I may have misplaced it. What? You've known where it is this whole time? Why didn't you say something sooner? Look, in my defense, I was going to say something. Eventually. Maybe. Little, you should have told us the truth from the start. I think it was an explanation. Okay, okay. The Logan crest is missing because... well... Yabis swallowed it. Yabis? Yeah, Yabis the magic toad. He eats anything remotely shiny. I'm just relieved he didn't try selling it as some rare enchanted stone. So what? We're supposed to wait for nature to take its course? Tell me we're not doing mercy toad surgery. I guess we gotta wait for it to poop it out, right? He could if he wasn't a coward. Oh. Oh, I hope not. That would be messy. Little enough stalling. Tell exactly what happened. Well, so I saw Yabis gulp it down, like it was some kind of fancy appetizer. I tried to stop him, but let's just say I wasn't fast enough. Wait, how did the crest even get to Yabis? Well, see, I might have brought it there myself. Was he trying to get money for it? Ludo, look, Dad, in my defense, I didn't plan for Yabis to eat it. I just happened to have it while I was, making a little transaction. You mean you went to go buy green flowers? What are green flowers? This is the second time someone mentioned green flowers in this game. I'm assuming it's like a drug? Is that their version of weed? Realistically speaking, swallowing metal and jewels would cut up your insides. But this is a magic fat toad. I don't know if you've seen Yabis, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to go talk to Yabis and you'll see. You'll see how big and round it is. They help with stress. I think he is smoking weed. I swear, this town. Well, no use complaining now. We have to go find Yabis. Last I saw, he was hanging around the marshes, looking pretty pleased with himself. This is your fault. You're the one who got us into this mess. Now you need to fix it. Yeah, not like I have much of a choice. Alright, I'll track him down. I appreciate it, Scylla. Team, retrieve the toad treasure is a go. I'll meet you in the marshes. Hopefully, before Yabis gets too attached to his new treasure. They probably should also apologize to Orlok and his family, because I think they were getting blamed for it. I knew Ludo would smell bad just by looking at him. Why do you think he's... I guess he does look a little, like, trashy. Like he digs in trash or something. He's a stinky old werewolf. Have I caught one of those things before? I don't know if I've caught one of these. What is this? A frost leaf. I'm running out of pockets. So I want to see where do you find the green leaves in these games? In this game. Also, let me go talk to Death really quick, because time goes by really fast and then I'm gonna run out of time and I won't be able to give him his gift. See, where's Death at? Down here. Oh, there's somebody new. There's 2 new people down there. I swear to God if they're ghosts. Hopefully they're like people that you can probably date. I want to see if there's any more suitors. Oh, let's talk to Death first. So much life everywhere, such hope in all things. Quite endearing. We'll give him more wine. This confuses me, but thank you all the same. And get a little heart, and he's free to go. Oh, is this one of the people? Snick. Sis. It's a shop. Oh! Is this the hats for the chickens? I don't have any money. I could get a little bear hat, a bear bucket hat, but I don't have any money right now. There was oh, this one. Another snake. Sis, because it's French, I guess. Shop. A crow poster? That was the 2 new people, I think. Oh, they have like stalls right now. This is where I spend most of my weekends. We sell enchanted baubles, oddities, and occasional cursed objects. Web of Wonders can get a bit cluttered, so I bring the more select items here. If anything catches your eye, let me know. Jump. So I'm guessing over the weekends they open stalls, because this wasn't here before. Okay, so yeah, I doubt we can date the snakes, but let's take a look. Scroll down. And you cannot date the snakes. And what is this? This is a new person. But I don't think they're on the map right now. There's a new person in the relationship section. They're up here! I kinda wanna see who it is. I wonder if it's part of the quest. Go to the quest. Meet Ludo in the Hollywood. I think it might be part of the quest because I have to go up there anyways. Let's go see the new person. I think we go this way up here. To the Howling Marshes. There's Yabish. See? You could fit all sorts of jewels inside him. Ludo says, alright, big guy, time to give it up. We kinda need that crest back. In the tutorial, this was what you did the quests for. You did quests for Yabish. And it was like a farm plot. At least the old one. I know they updated the demo and I didn't get to play the new one before the game came out. But in the old one, you were just on a farm plot and you can do some stuff on your farm. And then you kind of just do quests for Yabish, and the mayor would just come and talk to you randomly. And then, I think all you saw was 2 people in the old demo. You saw Fiona, and then you saw the mayor. Yabish says, no. I'm gonna say, please, Yabish? What's in it for me? Oh, great. He wants to make a deal now. I will trade it for a copper bar. Copper? Okay, sure. Yes, shiny copper. Bring me a fresh shiny copper and you will get your fancy middle thing back. I like the taste. Well, I don't have a furnace, so guess this one's on you. Sure, I can help out. Great, I knew I could count on you. So why do you think he stinks? Why looking at him do you think he stinks? What does he want copper for? I don't know. I don't know why he wants copper. Yabish is singing now, I think. It says, take your time, no rush. Bring copper, then seek me out deep within the woods. I mean, it looks like it's singing with the art. Mouth open. So, Scylla, you get the copper bar, and I'll meet you by the little pond in Moonlight Pines. This guy's doing absolutely nothing. If you're looking for copper ore, try looking at the Cave of Echoes in Misty Shores. I might actually have some copper. I would have to double check. I made copper to make the smelter. Oh, it's another fucking ghost. My brother, the sun god, once challenged me to see who mortals loved more. I do like her art, though. She looks really cool. My brother, the sun god, once... Oh, I already read that. I'm the same. Sounds like something rivalry. Indeed. Even gods are not free of such rivalries. Our simple lights ours simply light the sky. Oh, we can give her things? I'll give her wine. I don't know. This leaves neither shadow nor light in my heart. He likes it. You can date the... So you can date this ghost? Go to the relationships real quick. I mean, she's not showing up for some reason, but I think that's her. That kind of looks like her. I don't know, it's not updating, but... And this bridge looks broke. This little staircase right here is broken, so I can't get up to whatever this is. You know, whatever here is. Is this a cave? How do I get over there? How do I get over there? Oh, there's a fire one. How do you get over there? Anyways, quest says copper ore for 1 copper bar. I kind of feel like I might have that, but I'll have to double check. I have to go home. Oh, there's Death. Walking around over there. He looks like a stoner bum who couch rots and never washes his house. I think he is smoking weed though. Green leaf. That's why he almost sold his family's crest so he could get some green leaf. That's how you know you have you have a problem. He's addicted. And then the frog just stole it from him, just swallowed it. Am I going the right way? I'm kind of just running. I'm not going the right way, I gotta go home. I saw a lot of, I mean, I didn't see a lot of people, but I saw one person talking about the vampsters. That you have to find them all around the map, and then you gotta walk them to the cave and put them in a little hole. And I kind of feel like that's a lot. Like, you do have to walk around the entire map and find them, and then bring them all to the little cave and put them in the hole. I knew a guy who texted me saying, "My dad's home, and I'm stinking what I'm gonna do." You know what I told him? What? I think I read that wrong. I knew a guy who texted me saying, "My dad's home and I'm stinking what I'm going to do. You know what I told him." No? What am I doing? Oh, copper ore. Oh, look. I got 9 copper ores. And then we put it in the smelter. Oh, good thing we had 1 piece of charcoal. Oh, while I'm here, I can show you guys, the soup I was talking about. Oh, you need eggplants and tomatoes. Okay. Oh, but right here, onions and tomatoes. I can make one of these. Wait, how many can I make? Or I just gotta do one at a time? I think I gotta do it one at a time. 2 more onions. Now when I run out of energy, I at least have some tomato soup. I need to buy some eggplants, but maybe I'll get some more onions. He was gonna get busted for smoking in the house, and came to me for desperate advice. So I gave him the line I just sent. Oh. I watered all this, right? Okay, so we got all the copper. We gotta bring 1 copper bar. Moonlight Pines, but almost done. One bar. And now we have to go give this to Yabis. For some reason, Yabis wants a copper bar over the rest. YouTube deleted the line I sent. I don't know why YouTube's deleting things. I got accused of being a scammer on one of my shorts because I didn't see the person's. They said they sent a message. I didn't see a message, so I tried to reach out to them again, but they didn't respond. So I'm not sure if like they responded to that. Like I hope they saw it at least. I don't know. YouTube's weird. I feel like I didn't even really put any moderations on my YouTube, so I don't know why YouTube is doing what YouTube is doing. But I'm still holding the key for that person just in case they do reach out. Okay, so Yabish is this way. Wait, hold on. I kind of want to go up this way anyways, because the little area, the farm up there, we could sell seed. They sell the seeds. And I kind of want to buy some more onions. I can make more tomato soup. And sometimes you find wild, like, eggplants just growing in the wild somewhere. Randomly just ran across eggplants. Am I going the right way? I'm not going the right way. I always need to cross bridges and I always forget to cross the bridge. It did it again. I told him to go to the Stoner's Help website, but it worded it sarcastically. I guess, like, if you feel like YouTube is I don't know if you're, like, I guess YouTube is thinking you're saying words weird or something, and I guess you gotta figure out how to wait to, like, filter it. I know YouTube just is kind of weird with words. I know when I make shorts, like, if I say, like, one weird word that, for some reason, the YouTube AI algorithm deems as bad, it just tanks the whole entire thing. Because I guess it just thinks I'm implying something bad or something. I think I go around. No, if I go this way. And go around this way and go through here. The abyss is around here somewhere. There we go. It's not as funny when I had to spell it out like this, and now how I actually said it. I mean, I'm sorry about that. Yabba says, my favorite customers. Back to scene, here to trade. Here, 1 cover bar as requested. Is he gonna spit it out? Is he pooping it out? Gurgle, gurgle. Should we be concerned? Take cover. I think it makes him puke. That's a big crest. That's disgusting. At least we got it back. Yeah, though I'm really questioning if it was worth it. That's a big giant crest. Ugh, it's warm. Alright, let's take this thing back to Brooke before something else eats it. I'll figure out how to de-slime this and we'll meet you at the Crest Garden. Make sure you wash it before you turn it. I think that's what he was going to do. He said he was going to get rid of the slime. The Crest Garden, How come it didn't count as me meeting the goddess lady? She's right here, and I met her already. I gave her wine, and it's not showing up. Where the hell is the Crest Garden? Oh, right there. Gotta cross this bridge. Cross the bridge. Go through town. You would think maybe like the frog's digestion, like the acid in its stomach would like dissolve it, but I guess it didn't. Shouldn't he be in the Crest Gardens right here? Okay, this is the Crest Garden. I think I came in here off stream, so now you guys get to see what it looks like. Finally, you're back. Please tell me you have it. Recovered and intact. Mostly. As long as it's intact, I don't care where it's been. For too long, this place has been missing a piece of its history, but tonight we put it back where it belongs. The Logan Crest has stood as a symbol of our town's legacy, and today, thanks to Scylla, we restore that legacy. Ahem, and me, let's not forget my contribution. Someone had to clean it off all that toad slime. Oh, absolutely. We'll have a statue commissioned in your honor, Ludo. This is his fault. Well, we're here to unite the families, not start another squabble. Ah yes, unity. A noble pursuit, so fragile yet so necessary. One might even say it is our destiny. Yes, very poetic, Dragon. But where's Orlok? Wasn't he supposed to be here? Oh, he is. He's just horizontal. There he goes again, drinking. Should we wake him? You can kick him. Wake up, you old bat. Forget it. Let's continue. The crest is more than just a symbol. It represents the past, yes, but also the future. This town has been divided for so long, but maybe, just maybe tonight, we take a step forward. No more old grudges. No more, oh, great, wolves and speeches. My favorite. ZZZ. Charming as always, Orlok. As I was saying, no more old grudges, no more fractured traditions. This is a new beginning. Is everyone gonna put their crest down? Place the Logan Crest in the Crest Garden. This is a step forward, not just for our family, but for the whole town. Great speech, really. Very moving. So, are we done here? Because I could really use a celebratory drink. Kick him a few times. Where's everyone else's crest? Something is missing. I'm assuming every time we help, like, an important part of the city's families, maybe we unlock the crest, so like the vampires, the witches, the seers, and I'm not sure what the last one is. I heard there was mermaids, but maybe I was wrong. But if maybe mermaids. Okay, I'm gonna say let's go back home and plant these tomatoes and onions that I bought. Eventually I have to do those vampster things. I see them all the time when I'm running around, but I don't feel like grabbing them and walking them to the cave. And it is somewhat almost daytime, so I don't want to be too far from my coffin. still don't know if the mermaids are sirens or sexy sirens. I mean, I heard there was... I could have sworn someone said there was mermaids in this game. And I guess if they are and we see them, I guess you get to see if they're sirens or sexy sirens. We're gonna have so much soup. There's something right here. I guess I can see it. We're going to... Wait, see how many seeds we got? 9. Make some more lots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna make so much tomato soup. Nope, I don't have any water. I need to get some water. Might be able to chop some wood down probably before daytime. Might as well waste all my energy while I have it. Oh my god, never mind. Rooster just crowed. Do I have anything to sell? Sell this. Keeping the tomato soup, keeping the rocks. I don't want to keep the tomatoes. I'll sell this, and this. Okay, I'm gonna go inside before we start burning. No fish, no mining, other relationships. We met the moon goddess, met 2 snakes, and met Yabis again. This time during class. Yeah, I don't like tomato soup. In real life, I don't like tomato soup. I like broccoli and cheddar soup, or chicken noodle, or what's the other Italian wedding? I forgot what it's called. Oh, I think I'm dreaming. Chicken dumpling, stuff like that. Vegetable soup. But I don't know, just tomato soup, I can't do it. By the pale light, the cycle begins anew. The sky shall hold its guardian aloft, and the world shall know. I didn't expect to see you here. Am I dreaming? Perhaps, or perhaps dreams are merely another path to truths waiting to be found. For now, you may call me the Keeper of the Moon. The Moon Goddess. My light does not guide strangers lightly. I sense purpose in your steps. A quiet pull that led you here. Will you unveil your intent? I went to bed and I'm here. Dreams and reality often intertwine in this place. Consider this hollowed ground both or neither. Since you've come beneath the moon's gaze, will you lend your hand? This ritual marks the start of a new cycle. A single carelessness could disrupt the balance. Oh, Scylla's playing with a new toy that... This isn't her toy, but it's one of the other one's toys, but you squeeze and the ears pop up like this. You want to hold it? Yeah, put it back down for you. A single carelessness could disrupt the balance. How can I help? Simple task for now. Gather 10 blue moonlight flowers and place them at the heart of the symbols. Now we gotta find blue moon flowers. Clutch says... Oh, Moon says, that's me. You talking about the moon goddess? I think you might be able to romance her. I gave her a bottle of wine. I was able to give her a gift. Clutch says, that looks like Senna from League of Legends. Or the Arcane show League lore. Have you and Mooney watched it? Yes, we watched Arcane. It was a good show. I feel like a lot of it was like a music video to me. They're like, this song is cool. Let's put it in the show. Is she talking about these blue flowers right here? Like, oh. 1, I think she said 10. 5. 5 more to go. 1 more to go. Okay. Right here. If there's a moon goddess, that means there's a sun goddess. But I can't walk during the day, so that's probably why I don't see it. Yeah, hell yeah, I agree. I'm a sucker for musical shock. Imagine romancing a goddess if you got more game than me. I don't know what you could give them that would impress them, though. You have done well. Fate guided you here, after all. But she did like the bottle of wine I gave her. We will meet again. Until then, keep your third eye on the moon and listen to its whispers. Wait, who are you really? Will I see you again soon? Perhaps sooner than you think. Until then, stay tuned to the cycle. The moon watches over those used in its light. Maybe a sacrifice. I'd probably be like, how do I get out of here? First thing we'll do is check on... Oh, first thing we'll do is check the mailbox. Dear Scylla, great news. My farm is now home to some wonderful new magical creatures. Draculams, pig goats, and even calculas. That's really hard to say. Calculas. So we got Dracula lambs, pig goats, and Dracula cows. They just adore us. They are curious. If you like some of your farm, or just stop by to pet them, feel free to visit anytime. I say we gotta go see the lambs, the goats, and the cows now. But first, we got a garden to attend to. What happened to the... what? Is this just grass? I hope that's not just grass and there's actually plants growing here. Can't farm here. I don't know what's wrong with that right there. Can I dig around? Anything done? This is done. We have seeds we just found. Put it right here. Now we gotta water everything. And then we can go check out the lambs and the goats and the cows. But first we gotta water everything with my bad watering. Oh, I think the next thing I need to probably build is a well, though. Imagine just walking to the well instead of walking all the way to the river. Okay. Got the stuff watered. And then we can go see how much the cows, lambs, and goats are so that we can eventually save up to buy one of each. Oh, what's going on now? Now the vampires and werewolves are fighting again. Or at least the vampire and werewolf families. Saga says, well, the crest is back. Maybe it's time the two of you put this rivalry to rest. As if I ever be at peace with a vampire who's all ego and no substance. That's rich coming from someone who's all bark and no bite. Oh, will you just stop? I think they should get together. They're both single dads. The crest was supposed to be a step forward. You really think putting up a glorified dog tag erases centuries of bad blood? Well, And what is your grand solution? A public declaration that the Ambrosias are and will always be Moonlight Peaks' superior lineage. Not happening. Then there's only one way forward. We settle this with a proper duel at midnight. We'll make a dramatic display of power, like true gentlemen. Ooh, midnight duels, now we're talking. Oh, for the love of, can you stop pitting your egos against each other for once? Look, you cavemen, why don't you try something revolutionary? Talking. It's less messy. They ain't gonna go to therapy. They're men! Let's bring both families together and talk it out over a fancy dinner like civilized people. That sounds kind of fun. Fun? With him at the table? Ugh, a diplomatic gesture. How uninspired. Sounds like a blast. So we're definitely doing this, right? Sigh. If it keeps the peace, even temporarily, I'll humor the idea. So be it. I accept on one condition. The dinner has to be held at the Ambrosian mansion. Works for me. Finally, something you both agree on. What could possibly go wrong? No, Orlok, you can handle the invites, right? Ah, well, you see, naturally I've been very busy preparing for such a distinguished occasion. But I'm certain Scylla can handle it. Why do I always become the errand person? A rivalry as old as time. Imagine their fight was just slappies. Like them slapping each other? Alright, I'll take care of the invites. Excellent initiative, my dear Prentice. Surely you grasp the importance of presentation. And I naturally will personally ensure Fiona receives hers in person. I still feel like that's his ex. Perfect. Invites you covered. I'll handle the rest. See you all there. I still think him and Fiona have a thing, and I feel like their son is like half vampire, half witch. So who am I inviting? Invite over? Oh, we're inviting everyone? How are we inviting his own son and daughter? Like, he couldn't do that himself? So... Okay, I'm gonna have to look at the names again. Elvira, Samuel, Mina, Evan, Rich. Elvira, Samuel. I kind of forgot. Oh, I know who Elvira is because she has the buns. Elvira. And I know who Mina and Evan are because those are Orlok's kids. I just gotta get used to everybody else's names. Did I go the wrong way? Oh no, up here. Elvira should be in here. A Dampier Witch? I think so. Do you think one of the Sobobs could be my uncle's? I always thought he lacked a bit of soul. Invite to party. A dinner party? Oh, finally. I was starting to think this town forgot how to have fun. Count on me. Count me in. There's one of those little vampsters. Just in case anyone hasn't seen what they look like, this is what they look like. Kind of look like mosquitoes, like mosquito eyes. And they randomly just find them randomly on the map. Little hats on their head. They're cute. But you have to bring them to this cave. Let me see where the cave's at. It's all the way down here. And I don't feel like doing that. I would have to walk from here and walk all the way down here. I'm not doing that. I kind of just let them go and they run back. And just wait. Just waiting to go home. Okay, so we invited Elvira to the party, dinner party. We need to invite Samuel. Who is Samuel? I forgot who Samuel is. Today's a new day. I should be able to give Death something. No, let me go to the relationship thing. Who the hell is Samuel? Oh, this guy. Oh, the guy that owns the blood wine place. I don't remember the names. He's right here. Not that far, actually. Shamir. He's at home. I'm in a hurry, but I'll hear what you have to say. Invite to party. An Ambrosia hosted gathering. Now that sounds like a spectacle waiting to happen. Unfortunately, duty calls. I got the bar to run. But do enjoy yourselves. I'm sure Orlick will put on quite the show, as always. I think this game is really pretty, by the way. I really like the art. Let's see, next people to invite are his own kids. For some reason, he didn't invite his own kids to the party. I have to do it. Where's his kids? There's one. And... where's Mina? Oh, she's right here. And she's at the Coffin and Cookie Shop, or Coffin and Coffee Shop. Should be over here somewhere. I think it's this place. There she goes. Welcome to Coffee and Coffins. Can I tempt you in a blood orange cupcake? It's a total favorite among us night folks. Or how about a pumpkin spice latte? Let me know if you need anything. Invite her to her own party. A party? Oh, I have to bring something. Cake. I'll bring cake. And now she's making me some cake, looks like. Let's see what she sells. She sells all sorts of desserts, and coffee, and iced coffee. It looks like the iced coffee gives you 15 energy. But look at this cupcake. Blood orange cupcake gives you 40 energy. A lot of energy. And these I can't afford, so... really cute. It also looks like you could buy decorations for your house. Little cupcake baskets and all this stuff. Wallpapers. A refrigerator, a kitchen set, starter cookbook. Oh, more recipes? This one sounds really good, actually. But first we gotta do the party invites, and then if we still have time, I want to see the cows and stuff. Of course her name is Mina. What do you mean by that? What you mean by that? And then Evan is walking up this way, so we'll be able to catch him right here somewhere. And they still haven't fixed this, by the way. This was like day 1. I'm not big on conversation, don't take it personally. Invite to party. An invitation to dinner in my own house. That's what I was thinking, like, you couldn't just... Your dad just couldn't tell you? Fine, I'll be there, but don't expect me to clean up. And then we go next. Next people... well, actually, person is Ridge. Ridge is the werewolf, right? Yeah. And the other... I guess the mayor could have invited Ridge. That's his brother. Haven't met a werewolf with hay fever. I don't think it'll be a pretty sight. Sounds like fun. It's been a while since a proper gathering I'm in. And that was it. But let me check out these swirlies. And the quest says, attend the dinner at the Ambrosia Mansion. Let me see if we could run up to the farm really quick. I think it's this way. So we could see the Dracula cows and vampire goats and all that. Where? I see the chicken. Oh, here we go. Oh my god, look. It's a Draculium. How much are you? 4,500, dang. Where's the other ones? There's supposed to be a cow and a goat. Maybe they're in here? No, just in a little vampster thing. Maybe I have to buy all the chickens to get rid of the sloths the chickens are taking? And then we can see the cows and everything, but... well, how come it doesn't let me pet the goat? Really cute goat, though. Eventually we'll be able to buy it. Now we gotta go to the dinner party. Gotta go down towards the Ambrosia Mansion. I feel like I like this game because it feels like something like a story me and my sister would write, like a whole supernatural families living together in a town or something. It feels like something we would write. Where is the Ambrosia Mansion? You know what? That's a new bug. Oh, missed it. And I can't see. Red flutter. Where is the? Hold on. Oh, it's right there. Okay, so dinner party should just auto start, I think. Monster High type silly humor, even though they're monsters. Yeah. Okay, here we are at the dinner party. Hold on, why do they give the mayor a stump to sit on? Everyone else has a chair, and Orlick has the biggest chair there. So I guess like you can feel for his ego maybe, because like bigger is better or something. I don't know, but everyone has a chair except for the mayor sitting on he's just sitting on a stump. Thank you all for being here tonight. Let this be the start of a new era. One where the Logans and Ambrosia stand together in support of. Ahem, if you don't mind, I'd like to propose a toast. To the grand unity of Moonlight Peaks, an event so rare, I'm sure it will be spoken of for centuries. Maybe they ran out of chairs. They could have pulled that. You see that sofa back there near the fireplace? They couldn't drag that up to him, to the table. Brooke says, if it were up to you, this so-called unity will last about as long as it takes you to finish that drink. Calm yourself, Brooke. Enjoy the moment, taking your elegant company and exquisite surroundings. I mean, they argue like they're married. Douglas says, never mind. Wonder bet how long this unity lasts before someone throws a punch. I give it 5 minutes, 10 if we're lucky. Maybe this time will be different. Sure. And maybe Orlick and Brooke will start a book club together. This dinner may not have been a good idea after all. But it's so nice seeing everyone together for once. What if their kids just date each other? They each have a daughter and a son. Like, unite the family like that or something. If the stump is perfectly cut, it shouldn't be too bad. Or their siblings. Fiona says, suppose so I suppose this means we're all getting along now. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Come now, Brooke. Embrace the spirit of the evening. You are aware that drinking wine and making speeches doesn't count as diplomacy, right? Fiona, you wound me. You've broken bread, shared a table. Why dare I say we're practically family? If only you could shout fight. A few drinks later. Oh god, what's going on? Now they're battling? Don't point that wand at me. You Logans always think brute force is a solution to everything. And you Ambrosias think avoiding problems makes them go away. Wait, can everyone just use magic? Please stop, because he's a werewolf and he's about to use he has a magic wand. Please stop it. You kids are done playing I like my wand back. Oh, never mind, they just stole the wand from her. Leave him be, Fiona. Logans are gifted in diplomacy after all. Remind Brooke how many centuries of tensions have resolved with your fist. At least I don't spend my time scheming and plotting like some self-important noble. Well, if you insist on turning this into a spectacle, who am I to refuse? Where'd he get a one? Let's settle this problem. Shooting firecrackers is fine. Ah, I've seen toddlers with better aim. You gonna turn into a bug? Uh-oh, a few drinks is usually 12. I don't suppose we could go one night without theatrics. But it's so entertaining. Best dinner ever. Hey, wait, Scylla, isn't that your wand? How did he even get my wand? It was in my pocket. This is a disaster. They're going to hurt someone. Don't mind them. I doubt their magic could be much as harm as a chicken. Take this, you hairy fleabag. Oh no, they just turned me into something. Scylla, oh no. What am I? I'm just like a cloud of sparkles? That can't be what I think it is. Guys, should we be concerned? Whoa, that's so cool. What am I? Well, that's peculiar. I have no words. Okay, we're zooming in. And the big reveal, I'm a cat. I'm gonna say, what just happened? Oof, this is amazing. Look at you, you're so tiny. I turned into a hell kitten. You were pickpocketed. I don't know how they pickpocketed me. I got pickpocketed by a drunk Orlock. Brooke, see what you've done, you fool. Well, this is unexpected. How did they sober up so fast, by the way? I certainly didn't mean to. See, this is what all this fighting gets us. So do we set out a bowl for hell kitten food now, or what? Is this permanent? I wouldn't worry too much about it. Your mom could shift into a hell kitten at will. It must run in the family. Try shifting back, Scylla. Oh, okay, I do have a cat form, I guess. See, no harm, no foul. Looks like the only thing that spelled it was wake up some dormant genes. This is kind of awesome. I got a kitty form. I suppose I owe you an apology, Scylla. Perhaps I got a little carried away. Oh, admitting fault. How very noble of you, Brooke. How about being a good boy from now on? Don't push it, Orlock. Why he calling him a good boy? Alright, enough grandstanding. Hopefully we all learned something tonight. This place looks like a mess. Let's just clean up this mess before someone else gets turned into a kitten. Unlock Hell Kitten form. Purgatory. Hold LB to open your form wheel. I'll get 2 more forms. I know one's a bat form. I'm not sure what the other one is. Select Hell Kitten form and let go of LB to equipped. Look how fast I am. Can I carry one of those Vampsters while I'm in this form? Because I could get to the cave really fast. This is really cute. Let's see if we can find any Vampsters. I doubt I can dig and everything though in this form. Oh, what the hell? Yabbis is over here. Vampire flag. Yabbis hop. Same thing. Fishing lures. Flower pots. Coral. What the hell is Yabbis doing down here? Oh, swirly. I guess I could get to places faster though in my cat form. I'm like zipping around. Reminds me of when I think, oh, like when your animals get the zoomies. What is this? Moonlight Tower. Any other quest? Nope, all quests are done. At least for now. I'm pretty sure once I walk out of my house the next day, they're gonna someone's gonna eat something. Yeah, so that's the word. It's so funny when he runs and then leaps up to his tower. I feel like whenever, I guess when we had cats, they always go through like, I call it the crackhead stage. I'm not sure what other people call it, but they get like crazy when they're like kittens when they're growing up, and they're just like running all over the place and they're just crazy. Like a little crackhead stage for the cats or something when they're growing up. This guy's full of himself. Did I buy? I don't think I bought anything. Let me go back to my cat form and run to my house really quick. I think I watered. That's one thing to call it. I wasn't sure what everyone else called it, but that's what I would call it. It's probably not a good name for it, but they always had, like, whenever the kids were growing up, they'd have, like, a stage where they're just super energetic and they're just, like, running all over the place and climbing everything, and that's what I called it. Got some more swirlies over here. Do we got anything to sell before I lay down? Oh, you know what? I should talk to my cat while in cat form and see what it says. I'm gonna keep the charcoal because that's good for smelting. Cloth? I'm just gonna keep the cloth. I feel like that's important. And I forgot how far the scarecrow, like, I don't know why we can't farm here anymore. This area right here, something blocking it. And I'm not sure if these are plants or these are just... No, I think this is rice. But I planted rice. This looks like corn. These are tomatoes, blueberries. More tomatoes. These are the grapes. This is the wheat. I'm thinking this is the rice, and these are onions right here. I don't know. We're gonna move this out the way. So we can dig some more spots right here. Then we can plant more onions. And some more tomatoes. Grab some water really quick. I forgot, I need to go talk to Rich. He's the werewolf carpenter guy. And I need to see how much a well is. I could be like, build it right here somewhere. Oh, I'm supposed to talk to my cat. I want to talk to my cat while in cat form and see what it says. I saw my cat and I don't know where it went. You're pretty chatty for a Hellkin. Oh look, I could talk to the chicken in cat form. It gives me like an ability to talk to animals. A D&D skill or something. Where's my Hellkin at? I got an achievement for that, by the way. Just talking to the chicken in cat form. Look, that's my cat. Your father had the oddest habits besides all the vampire stuff, obviously. He has a crazy amount of stamps. I think it's the main reason he travels, actually. My cat didn't even fucking care. My cat's like, oh, you're a cat. Okay. And moon-goldish relationship. It's weird to think all animals have a universal language and not their own for each species. I saw somewhere like on the internet, like beluga whales, or it was something, that were trying to mimic human speech. And I think that's pretty interesting. My apologies. Dear Scylla, I never meant for things to spiral out of control the way they did. And I certainly never intended to turn you into a Hulkhead. You were caught in the crosshairs of my own stubbornness, and that was unfair to you. Please accept my sincerest apologies. Brooke. All these swirlies around here. Rice meats. I missed a whole spot right here? I think I'm forgetting to water some spots, like I don't see them and I'm missing them, and the plants are like dying or something. What do we... Oh, there was something in the demo that I would do to mess with the cat and just water it like this. It doesn't affect it in the demo. The cat would run because it doesn't want you to water it. But I guess in the game, the cat doesn't care. He doesn't even care. In the demo, he wouldn't like you watering him and he would just start running. Cats don't meow at each other in the wild like they do to people. They specifically started meowing to try to get humans' attention. I missed a whole layer back here of thing. Like, I didn't plant anything back here because I couldn't see it. Our farm looks like a mess. I still haven't, like, cleaned my whole... like, picked up all the rocks around here and... Why they hiss and hum? Speaking of hissing, the cat that I did on Thursday, I got a cat, my first cat haircut since Cat Academy. It was on Thursday, and that cat was hissing a lot. The pet parent wanted a 10 all over, a lion tail, and to leave the boots. We're not supposed to shave down cat legs anyways because they have like little whiskers or something on their legs, and we're not supposed to like touch their whiskers on their face. We could get fired or something if we shave them. They gotta be really careful when you're trimming around the head. But yeah, the cat started hissing after a while. But the lady, she liked it. She gave me $5 tip, so I was just worried that it didn't look good because once the cat's done, you're done. You can't. You're on the cat's time, basically. One more seed. This right here. I hear it's very sensitive, that's why. Yeah. Brush. And I think we make more wine. Oops. There. You know what? I think I could make another copper one. Yeah, I had one piece of charcoal left. Let's see what quest they got me to do today. Every time I walk out of my house, someone needs something. Oh, the job board, maybe? Albertus. Ooh. I saw this job board before, I just didn't know, like, what it was. Albertus Jobs. Welcome, newcomer. I'm Albertus, guardian of this fine job board and purveyor of opportunities. This, my friend, is where the good folk of this town post all sorts of requests. Need to earn coins, take on a job, want to impress the locals, solve their little problems, and who knows, you might snag a freebie now and then. Who? Albertus. Now we have a job board. Clearing out the coffee shop. I'll have one coffee cat for anyone who wants it. No cost, just pick it up. I made a coffin cat bed because they wanted it. Sure. I guess we get an extra bed. House is like right here anyways. I was gonna head this way anyways. It reminds me when I had to give my cat a bath and he looked so skinny and his fur is wet. I laid out some towels for him after and he curled up. Where is Rich? Where's not in his shop? Oh, it's closed today. I don't think they'll give me a bed unless, like, I pick it up. Time remaining 3 days. Oh, let me go get Def some wine. And then Rich is nowhere to be seen. He's not at his job because it's closed. Victor's always in the crypt. Mayor's up there. Where the hell's Rich? I don't know, but I'm gonna go. This place is closed, I can't even talk to him. I was gonna talk to him about the whale, see if how much it is, and start building up to saving and putting it on my farm plot. But, I have some wine to give to Death. I think he was down here somewhere. No, yeah. Oh, there he goes. Do not be alarmed. This is not a professional call. Give wine. A gift? What a curious choice. I shall study it. Thank you. I don't think, I think unlike Stardew Valley, you don't have a skill tree. You got this thing right here that shows you, like, your collectibles. I need to collect 5 soul blob- not 5. 100 soul blobs. I only have 5. And I've caught 4 out of 22 fish, 8 out of 95 critters, found 4 vamsters out of 100, no potions. Well, apparently there's, like, a lot of recipes to unlock. I only have 31. A lot of crops plant 6 out of 53, and I gotta learn like 12 spells. And some of these are like, you know, I can see this right here. This looks like it's for mining, this looks for digging, for growing your plants faster, watering your plants, probably cutting down trees or something like that. There's more people out here. I don't know where Ridge is though. But that's my quest. Oh, I think he's over here. They're all up there in the swamp. You could see, like, if he'll give it to me if I just talk to him, but I kind of feel like it says pick up, as in, like, pick up at his shop, but the shop is closed, so I guess we'll see. We're gonna go talk to him and... Oops. Oh, this is where you get married, I think. I saw this on the trailer. Once you get married to one of the characters in the town. And how do we get up to... Oh, all the way over here, actually. Why does the Orlac always look like he's stomping around, like he's upset at something? Okay, if I go up, right, straight up. Okay. Up. Right. Straight up. There's somewhere over here. There we go. The whole family's here. But I want to talk to you. Elkins, huh? That reminds me, when your mom lived in town, she often come find me in the forest for a chat. I'm pretty sure people have never seen a Helkin talk to a wolf before. Oh, we can just get it off her and pick up one coffin cat bed. Hope we find a perfect spot for it, Scylla. Now we have 2 cat beds. One for my cat and one for me when I turn into a cat. Completed. Do I go back to the job board? This will run back down and see. Because usually when the quests are complete, it kind of just sorts it down to the bottom. Go down here. Go straight down and then to the left. Get back to the job board. And then... I don't know, let me see. Did it go down? Oh yeah, it went down. It was just taking a little bit of time. How much money do we have? 9,000. I wish 9,000. 972. If I had known 9,000, that'd be crazy. I'll build everything. Our farm will be up. Any other jobs? Currently there are no jobs available. Please come back later. And I know the goat, the demon goat, Dracula goat or whatever it's called. No, it was Draculam. The Draculam's like 4,000. I think the only time I got 1,000 is because my mom in this game sent me 1,000. I just need to get better at planting stuff and maybe fishing. I'm pretty sure the fish are would be pretty expensive. Oop, scared the fish actually. What a rip-off. Maybe it gives you like vampire wool or something. Maybe I can sell it. Maybe that's why it's so expensive. Ooh, this is a new fish. Splotch. Got a little nose. I still don't know what these are, these little bubbles. Do I just fish inside the bubbles? Or do I dive? I wonder if it's like Animal Crossing and it's like, oh, you dive right here and then you pick up whatever's down there. I think that's what it is, but I don't think I can dive yet. Maybe that's one of my forms. Maybe it turned into a catfish. I was trying to see where that fish was. It's over here. Come to the thing fishing. Oh, I got another one. Kinda looks like a unicorn fish. Any other fish around here? Oh, don't look like there's any fish around here. Well, this one really don't want to get reeled in. Oh, what's this? Missing, no catch a missing. The fish is present, but the body is missing. An achievement. Oh, a new fish. Orbis. Now I probably should be catching these things. I need 100 of them. Joshua Neves found out the cake was a lie. Does people still talk about that meme? The cake is a lie. Oop, scared the fish. My brother wouldn't shut up about that. It might have been a little funny, but it was reduced to a horse skeleton and people would still beat it. Oh, we got a goldfish. There was a time I had a lot of fish. I was like into fish at one point. My favorite one was my goldfish. It was a fantail goldfish. I called her Big Bertha. Glibby. But yeah, eventually I got some fish that were supposed to be like, you can read their behavior when you're buying them, and it was supposed to be like, it's supposed to get along well with other goldfish, or this fish was supposed to get along with the other fish I got to be companions with my goldfish. Was supposed to be, I guess, like nice to it, but they started picking on it and they were trying to like poke its eye out or something. So then I had to move the goldfish into its own tank. Oh look, somebody was a wolf. Talk to a werewolf during a full moon. I didn't know it was a full moon. Did you get the letter from the tree? He sent me the letter? Did you get the letter from the tree? So he's the one that's sending me the letter about having my babies? Trees are so poetic, don't you think? Huh? But yeah, I had to separate the goldfish from the other fish that were picking on it. Oops, Marlo. How come he's a werewolf, but they're not werewolves? Full moon? Ludo's a weirdo. He's writing letters to me about not wanting to have my babies. It's almost daytime, so we're gonna have to run back home. We'll run back and home in our kitty form. It's a lot faster. Oop, one way. We're dead end. Not a werewolf, she's a he's a German Shepherd. I thought you were gonna say he was green, because his little werewolf form was kind of green. We'll put this cat bed outside. Like right here. Now the cat has an outside bed and an inside bed. Oh, let me sell some of this fish that I got. Wow, that one sells for... Oh, you can eat this. Well, of course you can eat it. It's fish. But do I have any recipes with this stuff? Orbis. I can make some sashimi. Oh, Orbis nigiri. Which I am growing rice. I might want to keep that one. I don't have a... This is the sashimi. Violet sashimi I don't have. And everything else I could probably sell because I don't have any other ingredients yet. We gotta keep the Orbis. We could sell the splotch. He looked like a German Shepherd, didn't he? Yeah, he did. He did look like a German Shepherd. Let's check on the, on Mooney. See if he's pooped anymore. Yep, got 3 bags of fertilizer in here. Oh, and he has some eggs too. 2 eggs. And the food is still good, 96 out of 100. Uh-oh, it's daytime. I gotta get home. Doing your best. Oh, and that, I think that's the last dog treat of the stream right there. Yes, the last dog treat of the stream. Anybody want some cookies? She jumps up on the bed. Okay, so I know that word. It's the last dog treat of the stream. As you can see, just how empty we are. We have 1 broken up dog treat. But we'll have more when Friday comes. Next Friday we'll have more. But I'll be back next Friday at 6 p.m. Central. And my character's about to die. Let me put myself in the coffin real quick. There we go. Okay, so I'll be back Friday. Next Friday at 6 p.m. Central. And we will read chapter 9 and 10 of Carmilla. We read 3 chapters today. We read 6, 7, and 8 today. I'll read 9 and 10, and if I feel like it, I'll read 3 chapters maybe next time. But we're pretty much almost done, I think, with it. I think there's like 12 or 15 chapters. I have to look again. But yeah, I'll be back next Friday at 6 p.m. Central. We'll be playing some more Moonlight Peaks. I really like this game. It's really cute. It's really fun. I might play a little bit offline. I'm not sure. I'll try not to, but I really want to. And then... Actually, I might be back Monday. Actually, it might be 2 streams next week again. Because my birthday should be... Is it next Monday? Is it this upcoming Monday, my birthday? Yeah, it is. Because I want to play, I'm thinking Redfall. Yeah, this Monday, my birthday is this Monday, so I'll be streaming Redfall with Mooney. We're gonna play some Redfall. And that's a co-op vampire game. And then I'll be back Friday, and we'll play some Moonlight Peaks and read some chapters. Birthday stream, yay! Yep, a birthday stream. And yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out with me, watching me play some Moonlight Peaks, hanging out with me, listening to me read, even though I struggle sometimes, but I'm pretty sure the more I do it, the better I get, and the more confident I get with it. And that's one of the big things that I want to get better at, is being more confident reading out loud and talking out loud. I feel like it really helps. So yes, then Scylla, take care. Hope you have a good day too, Gross. Good night, everybody. Good evening, good morning, wherever you live. Bye.